Welcome back, everybody, to the Search Show 24/7. This is Book 3 of The Legend of Korra, Episode 1, 2, and 3, entitled A Breath of Fresh Air, Rebirth, and the Earth Queen. So, let's get right into it. Alright, guys, Book 3 is entitled Change. And yeah, a lot has happened. First of all, I'm just excited that we have Legend of Korra back so quick, because it's not as long of a hiatus like it was for Book 2. Book 2 took so long for it to come out. But Book 3, not so long. So I'm so glad that we have it back. It's entitled Change, and just a lot has happened. A few weeks have gone by since the harmonic conversion. When we last left, like Korra and Team Avatar, Korra basically she opened the door for like the spirit world and the real world to kind of join together, and that's kind of has its ramifications in Book 3, and you see that, and that's what I like because one thing that I didn't really like in the Legend of Korra is like she gets her powers. She already has all the powers when she's like the Avatar, and she doesn't really have to build to that. So that was one of my issues with this series. But now that they kind of found different ways around that and just different obstacles for Korra and her team to go through to make it more interesting, then I'm okay with it. So now that she's got all the powers, this, that, and the third, which is cool. Now she has other things that she has to worry about, like being the Avatar. It comes with a lot of responsibility, not just saving the world, but have to clean it up. Like she's basically has to clean up her mess that she made with like these spirit, like with this whole spirit world, and they're like messing up things with like these plants are growing out in like in the Republic City, this, that, and the third. And that's what I like to see from this, where like it's not all like fine, lovely, like handy dandy like type stuff with her. Like she has like these real issues that people just don't like. Like they don't care that she like saved the world. Like they still have like a plant growing out of their house, and they're upset about that. So like they don't let her slide on that, and they don't like give her the benefit of the doubt just because like she's an Avatar and she saved us this time. She saved us, but then she brought up this other problem. So I like the fact that they brought this into this season. So that's going to be really like cool just to see how that all plays out in this season. Now, like, let me go into this review. Let me know. I'm just going to let you know right now that I'm gonna be all over the place. I gotta do this like real fast as possible, just because my computer is overheating and it just shuts down. So I might mess up some names this and third. Forgive me. Now, uh, what else I liked about this is now that like this, so like she brought the spirit world into like the real world. It's bringing all these extra powers in with like random people, like booming, and like now like these new airbenders are coming up, and people are like freaking out. Like people who shouldn't have like these powers are freaking out because they didn't have powers before, and now they having like these abilities just coming out with like airbending and stuff, and people are freaking out. So what Korra and Team Avatar are doing is they're they're basically going around like each like village, and they're going to try to kind of recruit these people to teach them the ways of being an airbender, and like really establishing the airbenders like their whole culture again, and having like a city built around them, because there was only five of them, and it was just like it was just five of them, and now it's just people popping up. So they're trying to make good with this opportunity and just kind of recruit a lot of these people. But what's good about it is like these people don't want to be recruited. Like a lot of these people, they don't want to be recruited. They just want to go back to their normal lives, like living at home with their mom. I know how that is. Just living at home with your mom, don't want to do nothing with your life. And you got other people who have their families, like they're older, and they just want to stay with their families. They don't want to like save the world. They don't want to learn how to airbend. They just want to be left alone. And Korra's got to really deal with that kind of issue where like she's like, you can help like the greater good, and people's like, I don't give a crap about the greater good. I got my own problems to worry about. So she's really like going through like the motions in that, and really figuring out like who's really out there who can actually help her. She ends up running into like this little boy. I think his name is Kai. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure his name is Kai. And he looks like he's gonna be a really cool, interesting character, only because he has like this like very like a shady past where he's a burglar. He likes to steal things, but you can tell that he's a kid who can be a very great asset once he gets put on the right path. So that he's going to be one of those like new characters that's going to be very cool and very fascinating to watch because it looks like he's going to have a lot to bring to the table. So yeah, I'm super excited about like some of these newer characters. Um, Now with this season, with each season of like the Avatar or Legend of Korra, you always gotta have like this big bad villain. This book or this season, we have like four of them, and that they all look like awesome, man. They all look like really cool. I like the way like they have all these different kind of designs for all these characters and how they all have different personalities. They all are not like these cookie cutter type villains, and that's what I think like the Legend of Korra really does good with their show is that they always have very fascinating type villains, and they're always never the same. They always have different motivations. And this time you have four, and like they have like a little like NWA like type gang going on, and they just got like they all just look cool. And you get to kind of know them. And they're all like spread out around the world, and they're all in different like prisons locked up, and it's just cool just to watch like each person break out and have the other person help them break out and just seeing what kind of powers they have. So yeah, I'm just super excited just for all of them to like get together and see what they're all about, because one thing that we found out is like they're all like very powerful, and like by themselves they can do a lot of damage to like any other benders or the Avatar, but together like they can like destroy the entire world. So if you have like that type of threat, you really need like Team Avatar to really be on their game like this season. So that's gonna be just awesome to watch and see how like Team Avatar is gonna retaliate when they actually get to see all of them like together, and you have that confrontation with Team Avatar and like the Fantastic Four. That's going to be just really cool. I think it's 4 or 5, but you know what I mean. So that's just going to be really cool just to see how they all like clash. And like what I want to happen is I want like Team Avatar to like get their butts whooped the entire season, like just get their asses handed to them like every freaking time they encounter them, and like they barely like scrape by. So hopefully that happens, because now you have to make these villains a lot more threatening, a lot more, because like each season Korra's getting stronger and stronger, so you got to have like stronger and stronger villains to make it more interesting. But now that she has four people to really worry about, that's going to be really cool just to see, and just to see who else who else Team Avatar recruits to help her out, because like I said, a lot of these new airbenders, they're not really willing to go along with Team Avatar. So it's gonna be very fun to see who's gonna actually go with her and what kind of backup she's gonna actually have when it comes to that end battle. So I'm really looking forward to that too. Um, but yeah, overall, I mean, these first three episodes were a nice form back into like getting us back into the swing of things. I'm so glad it's back. We get a great cameo by Lord Zuko with a freaking dragon that he stole from like Khaleesi from Game of Thrones, looking awesome. So I'm just glad like we have Zuko in there, just looking just all badass. I'm just so glad that he's in there. Hopefully we get more of him, and just more like a little more of what he's just been up to since we last saw him. But he still looks cool. He still looks awesome. The scar still rocks. So yeah, I'm just super excited for everything that's about to happen. From like the previews that I've seen and stuff, it looks like we're gonna be in for a very interesting season. We have a few things that I'm kind of worried about, but hopefully it looks like they're kind of fixing. Once we got to like the third episode, it looks like they're kind of fixing it. I didn't really like in season 2. I didn't really like the way they took Mako in that direction, because season 1 he was really awesome. Season 2 he was like, I really like Bolin. Bolin's like the star, but I was just disappointed in the way they did Mako in season 2. But book 3, it looks like they're kind of steering him back into the right direction. Hopefully we don't get too much of a love triangle with Korra, Mako, and Asami. I'm so glad that Asami and Korra like have like this girl bonding thing going on, and they're not really letting Mako like come between them. So hopefully like we're done with like the Korra and Maka and Asami thing, and just let them just be on their own. We don't really need this love triangle. We really don't. But overall, I'm still super excited for book three's change. What do you guys think about it? Sorry if I missed stuff, but my computer right now is saying it's got like 10 seconds. So please let me know what you thought. Please like this video, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. And as always, this is the Cirque Show 24/7. Be easy. Hey guys. Yeah, so a lot of people have asked me what's the next convention I'm going to. I'm going to Dragon Con. I have a video in the description or somewhere behind. It's going to be somewhere over here showing like the cosplay one of the cosplays I will be wearing. So I did like a little unboxing and a little try on. So if you want to check that out and let me know what you think about the costume. I'm super excited. I have another one that's a surprise. So hopefully when that's ready, I can show you that. But I have one ready, and check that out. Yeah, bye.